Okay, so in this first video, I'm going to show you how you can record yourself giving your PowerPoint presentation. So right here, I've got a PowerPoint presentation. It's about 30 slides. I'm going to click on the very first one, and up here at the top, we've got our different options. So I'm going to go to Slideshow, and underneath Slideshow, you're going to see a button for Record a Slideshow. And again, this is for a Mac. If you were on a PC, there's a different command you would go to, but on a Mac, you go to Slideshow, Record Slideshow. We're going to go over here to our options. We're going to make sure that everything's cleared out. So when you go to clear, you want to make sure that clear narration on current slide and clear narrations on all slides is grayed out, meaning it's already been done, which means you don't have any previous recordings for each slide. So that means I'm starting with a blank slate. So now that I know that those are fine, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say record slideshow. And it's going to go as though I were presenting, and at this point it's recording my voice. And so I'm going to say this slide is about transforming education. Problem-based learning is a great thing. Here's an example of how it applies, which is the automation revolution, something we're already inside of. And so now I could just end that. And it's going to say it's only 19 seconds. If you were doing your slideshow, it's probably much longer than that. And I say, yeah, that looks good, 19 seconds. So I say yes. And what it has done is recorded my audio. It's matched it to the appropriate slide, but it hasn't done anything with the information right now. It's just kind of sitting there inside of the RAM. So now I'm going to go over here to File. I can say File, Export, and I'm going to get a bunch of options here. The default's PDF, so I'm going to go to MP4, which is a movie, a video file. I'm going to have presentation quality, and I want to make sure that it's got this as the default or use recorded timings and narrations, which means that what we just finished recording is actually going to be included in the video. When it goes down here to each slide without a set timing, I'm going to put that to 0. And so in other words, if there's a slide where I didn't record anything, it's going to put it at just 1 second. And that's fine. So now I say export. And it's going to, I just did this as practice, so I'm going to say yes, replace. And you'll notice down here on the bottom, this is the progress. So it's creating the video with my narration. It's putting it inside of that folder, but that takes a while for it to create the video. And so for the time being, if I was to go over to my files, it wouldn't work when I go click on the MP4 because it hasn't created the video file yet. And so I'm going to have to wait for it to finish doing that. You can see this little blue, that means it started to make the file. But once the file is done, I can then take that and put it onto YouTube, which is the subject of a different video, but this will at least get you started for recording your lectures. And so it's just slideshow, record slideshow. Once you have your slideshow, you get a file, export, and then MP4.